Can you insult us all again and tell us that you don't want to look at us for the next few
Yeah.
minutes? That'd be
Yeah.
great.
I mean, y'all are beautiful, but
All right, recording is up.
all right. Thanks, Nate. So hello, everybody. Looks like we only have, if my count's correct, 4 voting members on the call, which is well short of our 14 members. Nate has a few administrative items we'll discuss real quick. Oh, we got 5 now. Still quite short, though. Nicole, just to update you, we have hardly anyone joining the call today. So Nate has a few administrative items to pass along, and then we'll just kind of punt until next month and see if we have a more robust group joining us. So that's the plan. Nate, what do you got?
So a few, it looks like, did you want to do a roll call anyway?
Sure. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that.
Okay. So we'll start with Nicole Bailey. I do not believe I see her. Andrea Chiribogaflor. I don't think I see her either. John Conley keeps popping in and out. I don't know if he's having an issue with his connection. He's usually pretty stable, but I've seen him coming in and out. So I'll count him as present. Mr. Forbes.
Here.
Captain Hahn. Actually, he emailed me that he might not be here. Troy Hill. Also looks like he is not present. Jim Howes. Thank you. Michael Pierce. I do not see him. Mr. Prunsky. Okay, thank you. Mr. Rich.
Here.
Thank you. Mr. Reister. Do not see him. Nathan Riley, that's myself. I am here. And finally, Joanne Rusha. She indicated she was going to be here, but I do not see her yet. So it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 members present. If John Conley gets in here. Yes, this is about the 7th time he's come in. You're muted, Trevor.
Yeah, you may be having some issues. Why don't we, you cover your administrative items, I think.
Yeah.
Forum. By the time you get done with that, then we'll go on. If not, we'll go ahead and just punt till next month.
Okay. So just a couple reminders. Hold on, let me pull up my notes here. Just a couple reminders on the compliance affidavits. I know most of you, most of the board members were here last month when we held that training that myself and Mr. Roberts conducted, covering all the basic annual training requirements. So I circulated, I think, 1 or 2 emails with copies of those affidavits. I included both a Word document as well as a PDF, so whichever is easier for you to use. But yeah, if you could please sign those and return them to me if you were present during last month's meeting on the 11th when we held that training. That would be much appreciated. It's something that the department requires us to upload into a board tracking compliance spreadsheet. So if you could please send me those. Did you have a question on that, Jim?
Yeah. Did I return your signed affidavit?
I believe you did. Hold on, let me double. I'll tell you. Just give me 1 second. I'll tell you whose I have. Give me a second. Oh, there's Mr. Pierce. Okay, hold on. So I have. Okay, so the affidavits I have are from John Hahn, Jim Howes. Yes, Jim, I do have yours. Michael Pierce and myself. Those are the 4 I have. So if I didn't call your name and you were attending in last month's meeting, where we had 10 members in last month's meeting, so I suspect most of you were there. Yeah, if you could please send me that. Again, I sent an email. If you're not sure or whatever, you can always email me. But yeah, I would appreciate to get a copy of those compliance affidavits. Also, a follow-up on that same training. If you weren't in attendance last month and did not receive that training, we are trying to schedule a follow-up with myself and Mr. Roberts to complete that as a follow-up, to kind of as a stand-in for not completing it in last month's meeting. So I've kind of tried to get the ball rolling on scheduling that, but I'm not getting great responses to that. So yeah, again, the people who did not attend last month, per my count, is Nicole Bailey, Troy Hill, Greg Prunsky, and Joanne Rusha. So those are the 4 that I had that did not attend last month's meeting. So if you're not one of those 4, please send me your compliance affidavit if you haven't already. And if you are one of those 4, again, I'll probably send out another email sometime after this meeting to, again, try to schedule it, hopefully before the next meeting, because we do have to get that done. And then just my final reminder from an administrative side is that one of my new employees over here at the PUC, Khadija, who's in on this meeting, I'm going to I'm starting to transition to have her handling a lot more of the administrative things associated with the task force. So you'll probably be seeing a lot more emails from her, a lot more meeting invites from her, because I'm going to start having her do those types of things. So just a heads up in case you don't recognize it, that's where all that stuff's going to be coming from. That's all I have. Thanks.
Awesome. Thanks, Nate. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. It looks like we had a few more joins, so we do, well, Mr. Connolly, I think he's having some tech problems, so he's in and out. But if I'm counting here, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, we don't, with John coming out, we don't really have a quorum. So if anyone has any items they urgently want to discuss, let's go ahead and postpone till next month, and maybe we'll send out an email reminder, and maybe we'll get a little bit more participation. Does anyone have any hot button items they'd like to discuss?
Trevor, do we want to do we have enough here to approve the minutes from the 10/26 and the 12/14 meetings? I circulated that, I think, on either on Monday or last Friday.
Yeah, I don't. We got 7, and I think we'd need 8 to have a quorum. So we got 14 members. Let me count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we got 7 folks. So not quite enough. You getting the same count?
I'm showing. Yeah, we'd have 8, I think, with John.
Yeah, but Mr. Roberts is not a. Yeah, I have John, but I do not see him.
John Conley. Yeah.
So, well, I did see those minutes, Adija. Appreciate that, getting those together, but we can probably knock those out really fast next meeting.
Okay. Yeah, and actually, Nicole did those.
Oh, Nicole, thank you. That's awesome. And actually, I see Nicole's hand up. What do you got?
Really quick question for Nate, based off of, I was not there for most of the meeting, but I will be watching it to notarize or record those minutes. But can people just watch the recording and then sign the affidavit, or do we have to go through a separate training with you?
Mr. Roberts, do you want to weigh in on that?
That's a great point. Great question, Nicole. I didn't realize. I always forget that we record these. This is the only client board I have that records the entire thing. Yeah, Nate, they could watch the video and then sign the attestation, and we'd be good to go. We wouldn't need to have a separate schedule. Great question, Nicole.
Yeah, the only concern I would have is I believe that affidavit does specifically say that not only did you receive the training, but you also had an opportunity to ask questions. So again, I think the idea is that you're there in real time to ask those kind of follow-up questions, during or immediately after the training is completed. I don't know if that changes your opinion, Mr. Roberts.
No, not at all. I think if anybody does have any questions, I'm right here on this rectangular screen. So just reach out.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, if everybody's comfortable with that, Greg, if you want to do that, I don't know if you've already had a chance to watch the 111 meeting, but it is up on the website for everybody to see. So, yeah, and we covered the presentation. It's got I think the recording has the slides and everything as well. So hopefully that's sufficient.
Pop some popcorn and just sit back Friday night, watch it. It's great.
Okay. So yeah, and again, after you've again, for those of you who participated last month, or if you I guess watch the recording and get the same substance, and unless you have any follow-up questions that you want to forward to either myself or Mr. Roberts, then if you want to go ahead and sign the compliance affidavit as well, and send that to me, I will get that uploaded. Thank you.
Great, thanks. All right, everybody, unless anyone has anything, our next meeting, hopefully we get a little bit more attendance, will be Wednesday, the 8th again, of next month. So we'll be sending out an invite for that as well.
Nicole, are you okay with Khadijah taking over doing the minutes every month?
Would love that. I got a big promotion at work and I have very little time.
Okay. That's if you're all right with it, Trevor, I'll transition her to doing
Yeah.
the minutes moving forward.
Yeah, please do. That's awesome. Nicole, thanks for getting this together, and congrats on the promotion.
Thanks.
Mr. Pierce.
Thanks. I was hoping to get last meeting's minutes just to look through at least the things that we discussed about what might be the agenda for this year. Just because I think that would help structure the next meeting. So
Okay.
I was curious if that's available, Nicole. Have you? Okay.
Well,
Understood. Your time is tight.
Khadijah might be able to get that together and to us before next meeting, possibly.
Okay, so are you okay with that, Nicole? I can work with Khadijah to get the minutes for the 111.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Thank you.
We'll take care of that. Thank you.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Because if I recall, the stuff that I mentioned, I think was very much of a good year's worth of work. So, yeah, I think we do have a pretty good slate looking at us for the next few meetings.
Yeah, we can recirculate all the minutes, so it would actually be from the last 3 minutes: 10:26, 12:14, 1:11, and then today's meeting as well. I mean, I would assume we'd still need to track minutes even though we don't have a quorum.
Yeah, and then once we get a quorum, your next meeting or whenever, we'll just knock all the approvals out on all those all at once.
Okay. Also, just as a heads up to everybody, I'm not sure. I'm hoping Andrea will continue to participate, but she has basically she's transitioning out of 9 to 5 and has a new job, and so I don't know what her intentions are for the task force, but she's got a very significant change in her responsibilities.
That's helpful. Thanks, Michael. I'll maybe I'll reach out to her. I assume that if she's moving into a role that's similar, then she's probably still falls into the category which she's representing. So it probably shouldn't be an issue. I suspect. Same line, but I'll reach out.
I don't think there would be an issue with her being on the board. It's rather whether she's going to have the bandwidth to do it.
Yeah, makes sense. Okay. All right, awesome. Thanks, Mike. I'll reach out to her and just see if I can info. So I appreciate that. Okay. All right, everyone. Thank you for jumping on. Enjoy the rest of February, and we will see you next month.
So wait, hold on a second. Is it okay to? So we're gonna have our next meeting. Just so everybody's clear.
Wednesday.
It'll be March 8th.
Yep.
2 to 4. Okay. We'll send the invite before the end of the week.
Cool. Okay. All right. Thanks, everybody. Have a good week.
Bye, guys.